365 Days, or in Polish, 365 Dni, is the Netflix film that took the world by storm when the pandemic started last year. Well, good news, y'all! The film is coming back with a second installment. Without any further ado, here's everything we know about it. Surprisingly, the continuation of Massimo and Laura's story is coming back sooner than we expected, in just 1 year, meaning that we'll finally find out what happened to Laura at the end of the first film in 2022. Sadly, we don't know when exactly the sequel is coming out, and Netflix is yet to announce the exact release date. 365 Days 2 was supposed to start filming in August 2020 in Sicily, but just like every other project in the film industry, it has been delayed because of the pandemic. Filming continued in May 2021, and the best news is that 2 continuations are filmed at the same time with locations in Poland and Italy. While the second film will come in 2022, the third one is supposed to come out sometime at the end of 2023. Now, let's see who's coming back for the very anticipated 365 Days sequel. The 2 very familiar leads will, of course, come back to reprise their roles once again. Massimo will be played by Michele Morrone, while Laura will be played by Anna Maria Sieklucka. The sequel will be directed by Barbara Białowąs and Tomasz Mandes, who are also the directors of the first film. Magdalena Lemparska is also expected to come back as Olga. Domenico will be played by Otar Saralidze again. However, what caught fans' attention the most is the new cast addition. We're of course talking about the actor and model Simone Susina, who will play the new character Nacho. Since the franchise is based on a book series by Blanka Lipińska, fans who have read the books know just how terrible things are awaiting our favorite couple. Now, what else should we expect from the sequel? Well, 365 Days, 365 Dni in Polish is, as we previously said, based on a novel by author Blanka Lipińska. Lipińska followed up the novel with 2 more, Ten Dzień, This Day, and Kolejne 365 Dni, another 365 days. She is currently working on the script for the sequel, which she's co-writing. In an interview with Oprah magazine, Blanka said the second film will be a lot different from the book, which is amazing because there are some pretty disturbing storylines that we don't want to see on our small screens. Quote, "I wanted to give my fans more than what they'll find in the book and create something new," said Blanka. Oh, she also mentioned that there will be more steamy scenes in the next film for sure. "It'll be a very hot movie," said the author. This only brings us to 365 Days ended on a pretty messed up cliffhanger. Laura shared the news of her pregnancy with her best friend Olga, but something terrible happened shortly after. A rival mafia family plans to end Laura's life, and the first film ends with her future being quite uncertain. The last scene of the film features the female lead driving through a tunnel, but never appearing from the other side. However, since we'll have 2 more continuations of the story, Laura comes out alive from the tunnel for sure. But as we previously said, the book has a lot of disturbing storylines in which Laura falls in love with another guy, Nacho, and because of that, Massimo loses control. So, prepare for this one, he sends her dog to her in a box, lifeless. We really hope we won't see this in the second film. However, the second book also features Massimo and Laura reuniting while living their happily ever after. Well, only for a brief time. The relationship goes downhill when Marcelo Nacho Matos kidnaps Laura. And this is when we see the disastrous love triangle. Unfortunately, the books don't give a happy ending for our beloved couple, as Massimo's evil twin also shows up in the sequel, putting Laura and her baby at risk. We also need to mention that Massimo is nothing like we saw in the first film. In the books, he slowly turns into a selfish monster that has no limits when it comes to the things and people he wants. We don't know how much of the books will be adapted into the film franchise, and we certainly hope the film franchise will give the couple a happily ever after. Do you guys believe 365 Days will end on a happy note? Let us know! Based on the fact that the sequel will be released next year, it is still too early for a trailer. But if you are craving some 365 content, we would highly recommend the 365 Days book series. Yes, the first book has been translated to English. As soon as there's a trailer, you'll hear it from us. Until then, share what you want to see in the sequel of the acclaimed Netflix film. Make sure you like our video and subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.